This is a Lego sausage, but if you take a bunch of them and connect them to this dome piece, you get an octopus. And in today's video, I challenge myself to find more than 30 smart, satisfying, and straight up weird Lego builds that you can make in under a minute. And this is my Lego orchid. But if you take one of the petals, you can use it as a lid for a toilet. And if your Lego mouse population is getting out of hand, use a bucket handle and a 2x1 plate, and you can make a mouse trap. Just be careful. Brick separators are super useful, but they also make really cool slides. All you need are a few 2x1 handlebar blocks and a minifigure, and you have yourself a slide. And if you want to make a super realistic stove, you can use the rim from a Lego car. Looks just like the one in my kitchen. If you take a bunch of minifigures and connect them like this, you can make a bracelet, but it's pretty flimsy. So to make it better, I took a bunch of minifigure heads, threaded them onto some elastic string, and made a better one. Now let's use some chain pieces, connect them together, and now I need a minifigure. Attach it to the chain, and I'll decorate it with some bananas. Now you've got a Lego monkey necklace. Nice. And if you put some hot glue on the back of a minifigure and attach a safety pin at the back, you can make a cool new pin to put on your backpack. Let's take this screw with a hook, screw it in, and you turned them into a keychain. Lego's great for making mini games, like this cute mini bowling alley, but it's missing the pins. To fix it, I'll use cones and studs, place them in a triangle, and I'll knock them over with this ball. You can take a regular minifig and these cool springy legs, swap them around, and you have a minifig that can shoot hoops. But if you want to take it a step further, you can make a little catapult out of studs and Technic pieces to really score some points. And if you use a base plate, a couple blocks, and drop on a marble, you get a maze. Let's see if we can beat it. Easy, but it's not challenging enough, so let's upgrade it. Nice. You can also make games for minifigures, so if you use these studs here and build a small arena, you got an air hockey table. Let's give it a smooth puck, and let's see who can score better.
Fight!
Nice shot, bro. She lost so bad. This is a Lego macaroni piece. With it, you can take pipes to another level. It can even give smooth surfaces to blocky builds. But did you know that you can join them together with connectors to make a Tangle toy? So satisfying. And if you attach two slope pieces to this tile, you can put them inside a little box. And now if you click one side, the other pops up. Let's make it even better with this Lego hamster and turn it into a game of whack-a-mole. If you take a bowl piece, load it with colorful studs, and place it on top of this machine, you get a mini gumball machine. That actually works. Just turn the knob over here, and out pops a gumball stud. Nice. And from this swirly piece, you can build a working Lego toilet. Put a brown stud or ice cream piece in there, then pull the lever to flush, and out comes the poop. The plumbing needs improvement. Up next, 1-minute Lego builds for stop motion. You can't cut a Lego brick in half, but if you swap it for two smaller ones and film it in stop motion, you can. If you have a couple of Lego joints, you can snap them together to make a rig. Now you can make minifigure fly. This is minifig running. Looks kinda slow. So to make him run faster, you can use these Lego tiles behind him to create a super speedy effect. Bro is booking it. This guy is smelly. Let's swap his clothes. Just lift up his arms, swap his shirt to a new one, then throw the old one in the washing machine. Done! Up next, clever ways to use Lego around the house. Starting with Lego bricks, and if you attach two brick separators with a rubber band, you can use it to keep all your drawings together. And if your cat knocks over your houseplant, you can make a new one out of Lego. So I made this one with a bunch of blue and yellow bricks. Then just add in the plant and you've got a colorful Lego houseplant. If we get a handful of minifigures, attach some to a Lego plate, stick it to the wall, and you can use them to hold your cables in place. You can also use this trick for hanging keys or guarding a lollipop. And if you take this part and put Technic piece, you get a key. And here's a working Lego lock. It's got this simple mechanism inside so that it can only be opened with this key. So let's test it out and see if it protects my bike. Great, it locks the bike. But is it strong enough? Whoops, it fell apart easily. Time for some minifigure hairstyle hacks. If you have a minifigure with a beard, you can take it off and attach it to his head to give him a crazy hairstyle. Now bro looks like Marge Simpson, just don't turn him around. Also, if you have a minifigure with a mustache, you can put it on top of his head to give him a big bushy monobrow. Bro looks kinda evil now. Oh, and you can take a white cape and attach it to a minifigure's head with a round tile to make a pretty veil for a minifigure wedding. But if you have a 3D pen, you can use it to make custom hairpieces for your minifigures, like this Sonic hair, an afro, and even Rumi's crazy purple braid. Next, I'm making 1-minute Lego weapons. If you snap an antenna piece onto this, and then put that on an alien, you've got a cool sci-fi weapon. Or you can use a black minifigure hand to make a normal gun 100 times more lethal. But with a few simple pieces here and a few rubber bands, I've built a pistol, a crossbow, and a rifle. First up, the crossbow. Let's load it up. Aim, shoot. Bro got obliterated. Let's test out the pistol. So this one has a Technic piece that pushes forward to release a stud at the front, and it's super satisfying to shoot. Dang, barely any scratch. Okay, last one, the rifle. It's got this springy bit here, so it's gotta be the most powerful. And boom! That's it? These weapons kinda suck. Time for some 1-minute building hacks. If you take a bunch of tiles and illegally connect them halfway on a plate, you get amazing roof tiling. And if you take some thin plates and some studs, you can attach them at different angles to create a spiral staircase. Another pretty cool, very illegal hack is using teeth as fences. Just take a row of teeth and prop them up like so. Now you've got a pretty picket fence. And if you create a small tray like this, you can fill it with random gray pieces to create a stone floor. You can also make a tube slide if you connect two normal ones. Totally illegal, but hopefully the cops will let it slide. So next up, I'm making Lego food hacks that will blow your mind. To make a dessert, just attach a ball of yarn to a cone piece and you've got yourself an ice cream. John BrickToons seems to like it. And to make a chili pepper, you attach a red toothpiece to a green stud. And let's take it a step further and make it into a whole pepper plant. Another cool thing you can make from this yellow crystal and this 1x1 block is a box of French fries. But if you use a red one, it looks just like McDonald's. Bro looks thirsty, so let's take this cylinder part and horn piece, put them together, and voila, you got a soda drink. Let's add the chili pepper we made earlier since he ordered a burger that's extra spicy. Wow, bro, slow down with the peppers. Ooh, that's spicy. Now for some non-Lego upgrades. I built this ski resort a while ago, but it's missing actual snow. To fix that, I picked up coconut flakes. Let's place the minifig on top of the slope, and 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, this looks absolutely amazing. And if you're building a Lego bathroom, you can attach a mirror to a Lego panel so that it's easy to snap in place. And we got a bathroom. Must be a bad hair day. Paper is also pretty handy in Lego. You can use it for capes, and if you glue a custom torso, it turns into a Superman. Well, more like budget Superman. So Huggy Wuggy fell down in chapter 1, but apparently he didn't die because I just received a severely injured Lego version of him. Let's put him on a hospital bed and prepare for an operation. After thorough examination of the patient, I noticed that he's missing a heart, but I know where to find him a new one.
Yummy.
Yup, alright, this will do perfectly. Open it up and just place one of them inside very carefully. Nice, the patient is stable and the surgery was a success. He's also missing his left arm, and conveniently enough, Kissy Missy lost hers trying to save the player, so I will use her arm instead. However, it's pink, so then we need to go ahead and paint all the sides using a blue spray. Now just stick that onto Huggy Wuggy's body. Left a little spot to remind him of Kissy Missy. The final thing that needs fixing is his teeth, so I will take a hot glue gun and give him new white ones by shaping them to be as beautiful as ever. Nice, they turned out super sharp and it worked. He woke up. He'll need food to replenish his energy levels, so let's pour some oatmeal and then some water. Let it soak a bit, and for the finish, let's add some sweet, sweet jam on top. Alright, Huggy, here we go. Get ready to feel better because What? What happened? Oh, hospital food isn't good for him. I just came back and found this lying on my table. What is it? A mummy? A bag of dirt? Let's find out what it's covering by breaking down and removing the big dirt pieces with a hammer and a chisel. Alright, I found something. It looks like a purple arm. The whole thing is shaped like a body, so it could be anything. Is that some kind of a purple cat? Okay, next let's try scraping it with a sponge and some water to fully see what's hiding in there. Okay, I think it's catnap. Yeah, definitely. Now let's finish cleaning him with a paste and a toothbrush and see what actually happened here. Yup, we're getting there. We just need to build him back to his original form and boom, he's done. Chapter 5 trailer showed us Catnap not in the best condition, and my Lego version doesn't look good either because of that huge hole in his mouth. Probably because Prototype hanged him like a Christmas decoration. I'm not a doctor, but I think a normal band-aid should help, so let's stick one on him. Okay, it should start healing. Next, I noticed that he's missing his claw nails, so I decided to help him by giving him a manicure using black hot glue to restore them nails. Shape it and smooth them up using a grit buffer. Just want to give you the best service here, Catnap. That would be $50, sir.
Huh?
To finish it up, I'll hang this moon necklace on his neck, which looks identical to the one he had before. That looked cool. Also, since he's a catnap, I caught him a catnip toy to play with. There, it's yours. Alright, it woke him up. Aw, he loves the toy. Amazing. Now let's give him some rest to replenish his powers. Next up is Mommy Longlegs, and I have some pieces of her in my hand. She was grinded to death in the game, and I want to fix her, so I thought, what if we would rewind that moment backwards? First, we need to find a meat grinder, then mount it to the table. Plan is to push her from the front to get a fixed version to come out from the top. And here goes nothing. Wait, it's working. Something's coming up. But it's not what we want here. Speaking of sweet, Mommy Longlegs looks stretchy and delicious, so I will try to make her using different kind of sweets. Let's start with opening cotton candy and trying to make her body out of it. Now for her limbs, I bought some strawberry laces, so I'm cutting it to make them long and sticking it to her body as arms and legs. For the head, I'll use this delicious pink donut. We just need to add Lego eyes to it and put it on top. Done! She's a real sweetie. Actually, she looks surprised how bad she turned out, and I can't hold her for long because she's super sticky. So I'm going to wash her— Oh no! What have I done? She melted, just like my dreams of fixing her back. Since I'm unable to fix her, I will build a new one from Lego bricks by using these tiny pieces and connecting them together for her arms and legs. Don't forget the body, and we must finish off with a round pink head. Hey, she turned out awesome! She's tall and can even climb walls like a spider, just as in the game. For the finish, let's do a quick stretch test to see if she's really that loose. Whoops, good thing she's not called Mommy Longarms. Next up is Pianosaurus, who gets totally smacked by Doey in Chapter 4. And I just found him outside my house, beaten up in a dark corner, so I'm gonna take him back and hopefully fix him. I'll attach a few missing legs, but he's not working at all. Maybe because bro is basically missing all his teeth? Good thing he has me, because I pulled out what's left, then bought this piano toy to give him new teeth. Let's open it and disassemble it and take out the keys by breaking them one by one. I'll also take a saw and make them all the same length so it fits his mouth. Now just put them in there and there you go. He's got that good old piano smile again. However, for some reason he's still not working, so maybe Pianosaurus needs batteries to wake him up? I found this old pack of batteries and I'm going to attach 2 of them to his back. It now looks like he has a jetpack. Whee! Great, he actually woke up, but why is he playing such a sad music? Maybe he's lonely? So I decided to build him a band of friends. Meet the Funky Fossils. We got Guitaroraptor, which is a guitar crossed with a raptor. Then we have Bassaratops, which is a bass crossed with Triceratops. And finally, Drumodactyl, a drum kit crossed with pterodactyl. So now let's give them a stage and see the Funky Fossils in action. You are playing great, guys. I don't want to make them feel bad. Next character I'm reviving today is Doey the Doughman, who was frozen and crushed in Chapter 4. And since it's freezing cold outside, I'm going out to try and find him with the hope that I can fix him back. There's so much snow and it's really deep here, but hey, I see something blue there. Is that Doey? Oh man, yeah, that's Doey, and he's literally trapped in a giant block of ice, which is troubling, but no worries. Let's just bring him back home and try to get him out of this situation. Okay, what about some fire? Yeah, no, that's gonna take forever. Okay, let's take a hammer and try smashing it. Nah, it's way too thick, but we've done some damage, so maybe it's not that thick to survive this long fall? Jump, Doughy! Yes, it worked, and it looked so cool. Let's collect all the pieces from the ground and build him back. With colorful torso, fatty arms, and the iconic hat, he's done. Well, almost. For some weird reason, he's missing his big belly. And without it, he's not really Doughy the Dough Man. So let's feed him. But what does Doughy eat? Since he looks like a giant gummy to me, maybe he would be into those. Alright, I'll take a pack from my drawer, open it up, and here it comes. Will he eat it? No, he just peed a little.
Oh no.
Maybe he's not into candy? If he's on some kind of a diet, let's try making him Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna open them up and pour into this huge pot with heating water. Stir the pot over and over till they're ready. Okay, they look good, and I'm gonna make them extra nice with some salt and a little bit of butter so he really eats them. Okay, it's all ready for you, my guy. Try some. What? Still no? He's as picky as Gordon Ramsay. Okay, I have one more idea. I'm going to collect some minifigures for him to try since he's still a big evil monster. But this is my last attempt on it, so let's see if I'm right about this. Hooray! And his belly instantly grew back, which means we successfully fixed him. And in the meantime, I finished all the gummies. Oh no, what's that burning? Put it out! Oh, it's Yarnaby. He suffers a pretty wild death in Chapter 4, where he falls into a pit of lava and gets set on fire. Good, let's bring him back home. Bro done lost all his hair, he's badly burned, and not really functioning right. Maybe I can try gluing some yarn onto him? No, I got a better idea. Let's knit him a hat. Let's take a crochet hook and make his hat from various colorful cloth. There, it turned out awesome and looks super vivid. Here, buddy, try it on. He looks adorable. However, he's still missing most of his body fur, and he seems to be cold. I'll just take off my sock, and we can use it as a sweater for him. So let's cut it to fit his body, then make holes for his legs. Now put it on, and perfect. Looks like he's cozy enough to go outside for a walk now. Just need to make him a leash from a bunch of Lego pieces, connect them, and put it on his neck. All right, we're ready to go. Come on, doggy. Here, boy. Good thing he's all dressed up because it's freezing today and there's so much snow. Let's try throwing him this stick. Fetch! No? Okay. Oh, I think he needs to empty the tank. I can't believe he literally pees rainbows. Lily Love Braids is kinda crazy, and her braids have a mind of their own. They remind me of Doc Ock, so that's why I got this official Lego Doc Ock Spider-Man Mech set. Let's quickly assemble it. He looks so cool, but the colors are all wrong. To fix that, I'll replace these parts here with purple ones, and let's add the stars to the knees and to the chest. Now for her braids, I need some purple parts to make them. These are perfect. Let's assemble them one by one, and done. I'll replace these claws here. Looks good-ish because she has the Mad Doctor head. Lily's head kind of reminds me of Lego Friends minifigs, so I'll pick one from these right here. This should do it. Now let's swap their heads around. Wait, it doesn't fit. Let's fix that. And let's not forget this official Lego kitten for Candy Cat. And final touch is this skirt I've got. OMG, I think Lily came out amazing. Hey, is that Spider-Man throwing a challenge? OMG, Lily just won that battle like that? Up next, that extremely angry dude, Huggy Wuggy. So to build him, I got these random parts here, and we're done. But this guy is not a mech. It's not even a good build. It falls apart so easily, so let's upgrade him into a transformer. Transformers are usually cars, so for that, he's gonna need some wheels. Which ones though? Too big, too small. Perfect. Let's add those in, and let's try to transform him. OMG, he turned out really cool. I'll call him the Huggytron. In Chapter 5, Huggy punches through a bunch of walls in a rage, so I'm gonna build a Lego wall and see if he can break it. Oh, wow. I mean, he didn't exactly smash through, but he made a serious dent. Nice job, bro. Now he chased Butcher through the corridors. Next, we have Doughy, and I made him out of Play-Doh. But this guy is neither Lego nor a mech. So to fix that, I've got an official Lego Warhammer Space Marine set. Just kidding, it's just a bunch of Lego parts. But let's build them anyway. Snap, 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 and we're done. Not gonna lie, this set is awesome. But he's missing the bright colors and giant belly. So let's fix that in Lego. I'll steal some parts to match the colors with the real Doughy. Change the armor color. Then I'll give him this cool transparent helmet I found, a bowler hat, and finally draw on his smile. Let's give him his gun back, and much better. But wait, Doughy has a giant belly, and this guy is too thin. Let's feed him some Lego food. This isn't working. I know, let's take that Play-Doh Doughy and just mold it around his belly to make him round. OMG, this is perfect. Up next, the stretchiest of all the toys, Mommy Longlegs. I'll build her mech out of this bucket of parts. Since Mommy Longlegs is so bendy and flexible, let's take this leg piece and give it armor. Now let's do the same for the arm piece, and finally, let's put it all together. She's looking absolutely amazing so far, but I need to do something about her face. Mommy Longlegs has these big green eyes, so I'm going to add those in with some paint. And done. Wow, this is awesome. We can give her cool poses right now, but she can't stretch inside the mech. To fix that, I'm using a lot of bendy joints. I mean a lot. Let's put them together. And done. This mech came out unreal. What is Venom doing here? OMG, did he just attack Mommy Longlegs' mech? Oh, she wrapped her hands around Venom. Wait, are they hugging? And now for that lovably murderous lion with a rainbow mane, Yarnaby. I got this lion Lego set, and I'm gonna turn him into a Yarnaby mech. Poof, here's the lion. So let's now disassemble these pieces. Excellent. I'm gonna start by building his torso. Then I'll do the bottom so I can connect the hips. Now for his arm. I've got to use these claws to give him razor sharp hands. Now I just snap the head on top and bam! Looks so awesome already. But where's his colorful mane? Let's fix it with this old cap and then carefully cut the top off. Now let's put it on the mech. And finally, Yarnaby has these big round eyes. So I'll attach these Lego eyes to the head. And done. Ah, looks so cute. The craziest reveal in Chapter 5 was the prototype, and he reminds me of a scorpion, so I ordered an ancient bionicle scorpion set from the dark web. Let's build him. It's got these spidery legs and his spiky tail and these blade things. And it has both armor and head built out of these weird green transparent pieces. This is a satisfying build, but he looks nothing like prototype. And the most cursed thing about it is that he kinda looks like Pomni. So let's open this official Amazing Digital Circus Lego knockoff set and see what's inside. Yes, it's Pomni. So let's connect her body with a bionicle. And now I need those needly hands, but they are too big. So let's quickly add the left hand and the right hand. In the game, he had Kissy Missy and Huggy Wuggy arms sticking out of his chest. So I stole the parts and snapped them on. And for Spooky Face, I printed this custom sticker and glued it. And for the final touch, I spray painted the body and used a cloth for this super cool metallic effect. This is insane. Prototype can wreak havoc on the player. Next up, I asked ChatGPT to generate instructions for a Kissy Missy mech. Let's assemble the red mech first. Okay, this first build looks amazing. It has a stud piece as an eye and this cool looking machine gun with a laser scope. Now time to assemble Kissy Missy. Perfect! She's looking awesome, but the head is all wrong, and she's gonna need that classic Kissy Missy, so I'm gonna build it. Great! Now I'll replace the old head with the new one, and done! Now let's compare with the ChatGPT instructions, and OMG, it's so close! Here's Kissy Missy 2.0, but let's test her battle skills against another supervillain, Thanos! Except that he's tiny compared to her. Bam! He got stamped on! For my final build, I'm making Chum Chompkins and his good pal Giblet. They really helped out in the beginning of Chapter 5, and this Ninjago Fire Knight mech set looks kinda similar, so I'll use that. Whoa, looks fantastic. It has this amazing cape, just like a real hero. And inside of him, there's the Giblet. Wait, that's not him. It's just a regular minifig. Giblet is small and looks like a teddy bear, and his body looks all messed up. To recreate that, I'll use some Play-Doh. do the engravings, and finally the head. Which one I should pick? I'll take the chipmunk's head. He looks like a chipmunk in a stray jacket, but it doesn't have the eye patch. So I use the Sharpie to draw it on the face, and it looks pretty cursed. However, he's ready to operate the Chum Mech. Chapter 5 introduced us to a lot of new characters, and one of them is our new friend Giblet. I tried searching for something similar to him in my inventory, and the closest thing I could find was this Foxy minifigure. They both look alike and have a real human soul inside, but we have to switch that hook for a normal hand and do something about his tiny head. Giblet actually reminds me of a gremlin, so I bought this big head Gizmo minifigure, and I'm going to replace it with Foxy's head. Alright, so his head is big now, but the eyes are not right. I will draw the outlines with a white marker and gonna cut out an eye patch from black cloth and put it on his right eye. Also find a tiny Lego eye, paint it purple, and stick it on. Great, he now looks like a crazy pirate, so I think we're heading to the right direction. At first, he looks big in the game, but the dude is actually very tiny, so let's make him a little shorter. Ugh. Also, I need to give him his walking stick, so he can walk around easier with those tiny legs. But I don't have a similar one to Giblet's, so we're gonna visit Wizard's crib and steal a staff from him, which even has a diamond on top. Nice. He almost looks identical already. Giblet also has this golden pin on his torso, so I thought I could use one of those tiny Lego coins for it. Now stick it on him and he's fully done. Yeah, that's well done. It's literally Giblet from Poppy Playtime. In the game, Giblet zaps the player with his stick to wake him up, and I wonder what my Lego version is capable of. So let's try it on this player minifig by letting Giblet zap him. Oh, sorry, wrong spell. Nevertheless, I got a cool new toy. Just hope it doesn't come alive. After 5 years of waiting, Chapter 5 finally showed us a full look of the main villain, Prototype, and now I have a mission to make him out of Lego. So starting from his bottom, it reminds me of a robotic spider. So first let's give him those eye parts and then connect these long black legs to the body. And he's complete. He looks super realistic, very scary and big. With his oversized hands, he collects the discarded toys, so I built 2 of them out of Lego. They actually look like a spider as well. I'm just not sure how he's picking up any toys with these, honestly. Okay, let's stick them to our spider's build. It's looking pretty weird right now, so let's move on to the top of his body, which is a scary clown. And I know that Pomni's minifig will work perfectly here, so let's take it. I just think it needs more scarier face, so I found Jack Skellington, which will be perfect for it. Now just put it on the spider's body that we built, and he's almost finished. I'll just borrow some hands from Kissy Missy and Huggy Wuggy to stick them to the front. Thanks so much, guys. All right, he looks awesome, and it has all different body parts, just like the original. Also, the original one likes to ride trains apparently, so let's quickly build him a track on the floor, then buy a ticket, sit him on top, and let him spin a few laps. Meet this new sweet Poppy Playtime character called Chum Chompkins. He's fluffy and big. So to build him, I'll need a bunch of red and yellow Lego bricks. Let's start from the ground up by building his legs, add his torso with huge belly on top. Let me quickly give him some arms and those big yellow hands. Now for the head. He's got these skew, goofy eyes, so I'll use a couple of snot bricks and attach these 2 Lego eyes right onto them. Now as a last touch, for Chum Chompkin's hair, I'll use this red Lego cone piece that was used to mark parking spots. And hey, he looks amazing, just like the one in the game. What I haven't told you yet is that his belly can open up, revealing a whole bunch of sharp teeth hidden inside. Ouch. He also uses it as a belly pack to keep his stuff inside. And he's as tall as 3 minifigures stacked on top of each other. He also becomes friends with the player in Chapter 5. But wait, who's that? It's Prototype. Ah! Quick, let's put the player inside Chum's belly so he doesn't find him. That's what they did in the game, so it must work here too. Okay, he just said hello. I think we're clear. Phew! What? All this stress got my boy Chum a bit hungry. Can you guess what I'm building? It's a heart-shaped Lego bed, and it also can be opened with Jack Skellington inside? Get out of here, old guy. Where's Lily? She's not in her bed? I have to find her, because she is a new Chapter 5 character with pretty braids and crazy laugh. I'll just build her out of Lego since she's not resting in her bed. I mostly used purple, black, and beige bricks for her body. I gave her socks some Lego stars, also used some Lego ball joints and connected them together for her hair, because her braids are basically half of her personality. Alright, beautiful, she's done. She actually can't stand on her own, so I have a transparent holder behind her. But wait, no, she's naked! I totally forgot her dress, but luckily I got this black fabric that feels very smooth. So I'll cut it, and as an underskirt piece, I'll use this white cloth and cut it out similarly. Then finish it up so it's fitting for her body and finally put it on. There, much better. Let's also snap on a nice yellow star in the middle to finish off the look. Nice. Lily Love braids out of Lego. Wait, I think she's missing a braid, right? Because she supposedly has 3 in the game and she only has 2. But no worries, because I have Catnap, and his tail looks awfully similar to one of the braids. So I'm gonna cut it off and put it on Lily's head. Great. Actually, I can't even tell a difference. Last of all, she always talking with her candy cat, who's stuck in her hair. So I found a Lego cat sleeping on my books, tossed it to Lily, and donezo. I think she turned out very pretty and totally similar to the one in the game. It just seems that she's a bit tired. So let's tuck Lily into her bed nicely and leave her to rest for the craziest tea party coming up. Can't forget to turn off the lights. Good night, Lily. I have this custom Lego UV flashlight, so let's test it on the wall. Hey, what's this? I didn't paint that. An arrow? And it's pointing right at the door. There's another arrow here above the door. Maybe it leads to some kind of treasure? Or even better, Lego. Another arrow. I feel like an adventurer. It points to a stairway. Okay, this just got real spooky. Not gonna lie, I won't be surprised if I get jump scared by Huggy right now. Okay, that's another arrow. And that's Limon. It's the same drawing as from the game. I think I know what's waiting at the end of this. OMG, yes, it's Limon. Let's take him back to my table. Alright, so I noticed he's not smiling, and in chapter 5, he gets reunited with his family, so I suppose that's how we fix his mood. So I'll pick a real lemon from my tree, then add 2 Lego eyes and a big smile on it. The only problem is I had only 1 lemon. I know, I'll build another one out of Lego pieces that's left from Globey's build. There, it's all yellow with a perfect lemon shape and a happy face. It just doesn't taste like one. Now let me find a fruit bowl, put it on the table, and finally reunite all lemons together. It worked! He got reunited with his family and started smiling again. It's about time for some refreshing lemon juice making. In chapter 5, Huggy and Kissy finally met each other, and it's beautiful. Here's Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy's Lego minifigures. But before they meet, let's prepare them for their date night. I've built 2 stations to prepare for each of them. So let's start with Huggy Wuggy first. He has a poker table and a shelf with a few outfits inside, but they're not great for a date, so let's check if we have any sharp-dressed minifigs. No, no, no. James Bond, yes! He's wearing a black tuxedo, so let's put it on Huggy. Nice. Let's also give him a nice golden watch to show that he's a baller. Looking like $1 million bucks. I also found some dress shoes, so let's put them on. But before he goes, the shoes need some shining done. There we go, bling bling. A gentleman also needs to bring a flower to his girl, so I built a little garden and Huggy picked the nicest flower. Alright, amazing! Your boy is definitely ready for the date now. Now let's move on to Kissy Missy and her dressing room. First of all, let's put her in this nice princessy dress. Beautiful. Now she also needs some makeup, so let's sit her down by the mirror and get started with some nice lipstick on her huge lips. Next, we'll powder her face with this soft pink sponge. Okay, as a last thing, let's take some perfume, and you know it has to be good if it's perfume by Rihanna. Alright, just a final check in the mirror. Now they're both ready. They both look a little bit nervous, but at the same time excited. I think it's working. Chapter 5 of Poppy Playtime had us celebrating a big tea party at Lily's place, and I decided to recreate this cool part in Lego. So I prepared a bunch of different Lego pieces and started building. First, I started from the foundation, which has to be purple of course, then proceeded to build a wall with few paintings on it for the decor. After I placed it on the base, I went on to build the table, and it has to be long, so everybody can comfortably sit down. And for them to sit down, I'll place some very comfortable color-matching chairs around the table. There. Good, I think it looks super similar to the setting in the game. Now it's time to set the table, and I bought these cute tiny Lego cups and plates for each seat. So let's put them down for each of our guests. Turns out I was missing a plate, so someone gets their food right away. Let's also place a Lego candle holder in the center and light every candle on it. Can't forget the napkins as well. The table is set, and I think it looks great. Oh, and the first guests have already arrived. Let's sit them all in their chairs, and I'm going to head to the kitchen and start making the tea since people are already coming. I will pour some water to boil and take my tea from the shelf. Put the tea in a teapot and fill it with water. While I was gone, all the other guests have arrived. Lily Lovebraid, Kissy Missy, and the Butcher. Time to give everybody a taste of my delicious tea, so I will fill every cup using a syringe. It's so satisfying to do this, actually. I could do this all day. Okay, I clearly made too much tea. Tea Party in-game didn't have any food on the table, and I want to be a better host than Lily, so I'll take a pack of cookies from my drawer and split one of them for everybody. Everyone gets their own little piece. Alright, it's all set up and done. I think we did a great job. There's just still one empty seat left. Surprise! That's not your seat, Prototype. Get off the table! Alright, so Poppy Playtime is not only a horror game, it is a puzzle game too. And the new Chapter 5 had a lot of them in it. I built my player minifigure here, and he's also able to shoot his hands forward just like in the game. So let's see if we will be able to complete 3 different sets of challenges with him. Let's see what the first one is. Alright, doesn't look too bad. It's just doors. And the handles are tied with thread, which keeps them from opening. In the game, player can burn through Lily's hair and then go through. So let's see if the same thing will work here. It's burning. I call this an easy success. Let's open them up and head to the next puzzle. Alright, let's see. Hey, I know this game. It's the same one where Huggy needs to put differently shaped forms into appropriate holes. And there are a bunch of different shaped Lego pieces laying around here, so let's get to work. The circle goes in the middle, the square on the left, and the L form on the right. Easy. No. No. Yes, sir. But wait, I have an idea. Yup, I can use the left one for all of them. Okay, it's completed. Let's move on to the final puzzle. What is it? It's a sliding puzzle. I built it for like 5 hours, and it uses this smart Lego building technique to slide pieces around. Alright, time to put it together. So this goes here, then this here, and this probably goes up? I'm horrible at this game. But after some time with the help of my minifig, we finished it. It's a Lego portrait of Chum Chompkins. Let's go! So we successfully completed all the challenges and now can calmly wait for Chapter 6 to come out. So first, let's create the ultimate version of a Demogorgon. It all starts from a frog, actually. And for that, I have this frog minifig. Since Demogorgon's heads kinda look like flowers, I'll just steal this flower pot and chop off the flower bud because it already looks like Demogorgon's head. Now I'll remove his headpiece and add the bud. Okay, I might need a bit of glue to keep him together. Excellent. But this bro is way too small, so I'm gonna need so many bricks to build a bigger version. Okay, I'll extend his arms like this, and now he looks all goofy, so let's give him longer legs. They should be kinda backwards, like a horse or something. Nice. Okay, ChatGPT, how many teeth does Demogorgon have?
6, maybe 7, 6, 7.
Right, let's put the flower bud back and add a bunch of teeth in, and voila. Whoa, this guy is huge by comparison to version 1. Bro kinda looks alone though. I'll give him a pet, a demo dog, because they kinda look cute. For the head, I found this broken egg Lego piece. Now I'll build the body out of a few bits and pieces. He came out so freaking cool. They both look so happy. I'll just attach a lead and they can go for a walk together. Demogorgon and a Chihuahua Gorgon. Vecna is the most evil villain out there. That's why I bought this Stranger Things Lego set, which comes with him here. Wait a second, no minifigs? Dang, they can't keep getting away with this. Alright, let's build him from scratch. I don't really like the official design, so let's start with a plain brown minifigure. Vecna looks like he's made out of tree roots, so let's stick some vine texture on him, and now I'll use some brown hot glue to make it even look better. Very carefully. Oh wow, that came out so good. Next up, he's got this long claw, so I've got this buff Mr. Krabs figurine. He's got these big red claws. I took them and tried to give them to Vecna, but the claw doesn't fit the minifig. Let's try this one. Nope, too small. Let's do it with some clay. Yeah, that's more like it. I also really want to recreate those spikes around his collarbone, so I'm gonna use these spiky parts here. That's one evil looking dude. But why does he smell so bad? Lucky for me, I've got this. Vecna perfume. OMG, bro turned back into Henry. The most epic monster from the show is definitely Mind Flayer. Spooky. For him, I have this official LEGO Mind Flayer minifigure, but this guy looks nothing like from the show. That's because he's from D&D. Sorry, my guy, you're gonna have to sit this one out. The Mind Flayer in Stranger Things looks more like a spider, and I have a bunch of spiders. To test if it's scary, I have this minifig. Dude's unfazed. Good thing I have this glowing version. OMG, still not scared? Okay, time to lock in. For the real version, we're using $1 billion worth of Legos. In the show, he has a massive body, so I'll start from building it with all of these Legos. Now, I'll build the many spidery legs. More legs, and more legs. Snap all of them to the torso, and there we go. But wait, we're missing his head. In the show, his head is pure evil. To build that, I'll use these parts here. And let's add some spikes and some teeth. This is the real thing, and this is my build. It's so huge. It took me a whole day, but look how cool it turned out. You can even pose its legs around. This is a regular minifig, and here it is next to Mind Flayer. This guy is terrified of it. That showdown with the Demogorgon in Season 4 was legitness. So for my next build, I'm making a Russian prison. Since the Demogorgon fight takes place in an enclosed courtyard, I'm gonna start by building a square base with some prison bars and walls. And then there's also these barbed wire fences. So I'll use this barbed wire part, and for the final touch, I'm using coconut shavings to give it that nice snowy aesthetic. And we're done. Okay, time for the prison fight. For the prisoners, I got a bunch of minifigures. They don't really look like the ones in the show, but who cares? They're all gonna get munched anyways. Looks like my Demogorgon is ready.
Let's do it!
I picked up this cool Lego air blaster, so I'm gonna use it to launch this Demogorgon into the courtyard. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, he just rammed into a bunch of minifigs. But honestly, this is super fun. Let's set the minifigures up like bowling pins and try a few trick shots. Bam! It's a strike. That scene where a Demogorgon came through the wall in Season 1 literally gave me nightmares for weeks. So I'm recreating that in Lego. I'm gonna start by building Joyce Byers' living room with the Christmas lights and the furniture and all that stuff. Now we need a hollow wall, kinda like a frame, but we need something flexible to pull this off. First up, let's try some toilet paper. I'll just use some sticky gum to attach. Okay, cool. It's pretty obviously toilet paper. Anyways, let's test it. So it doesn't work. What about Lego? I just made a regular wall out of Legos. It's pretty stiff, but let's test it anyway. Looks like he's just banging his head against the wall. In the show, the wall he's coming from looks like spandex? Yeah, let's try that. Just gotta stretch that over my Lego frame. Guys, this was so difficult to make, so please take one tiny second to subscribe to the channel. Moment of truth. OMG, guys. I swear I'm gonna have nightmares all over again. In Season 4, Eddie goes out like a rock star with a kick-ass guitar solo against a swarm of demo bats. So I ordered a demo bat Funko Pop, and it looks so cool. But wait, where's Eddie himself? To build him, let's use this guy's leg, then his hair. We're gonna need a guitar, so let's steal it from Steve. He rocks so hard. But he doesn't have a Hellfire Club t-shirt, so I printed one and let's glue it on the minifig. He came out nicely. Now we need Demo Bat, but this Funko Pop is not Lego. I'll use these parts for his body. Then let's do the wings and finally the head. Cool, this guy looks menacing. Okay, we got the Demo Bat and Eddie. In the show, the Demo Bats attack him from the air, so let's make it fly. Let's take this tree with chains. I'll attach these chains to the wings and the head of the Demo Bat. And now the Demo Bat is literally hovering above Eddie. And there it is, Eddie Munson, trapped in the moment before his impending doom. Having a staring contest? For my next build, I really want to recreate the arcade from Season 2. I have this cool vending machine where you can insert your Lego money and out pops a soda. But in an arcade, you have machines that if you insert money, you get to play games instead. So I have this super cool arcade machine out of Lego. But let's take it to the next level. To do that, I left a little section inside for my Apple Watch. Just gotta find a game, pop it in, and perfect. Damn, I suck at this game so bad. Now I've got this game and this vending machine. So let's grab all of our stuff and bring it over to the arcade. I'll just snap those all in place and bam, an amazing arcade. Wait, this set is looking way too chill. Let's fix that. In the show, the arcade is full of vines. So I grab some on this pot plant, then chop some vines, carefully adding those in. They really stick on so nicely, but the windows look so bad. Quick fix here. Yeah, that works. Now all it needs is some spooky light. Ooh, that's so creepy. Arcade is complete. Wait, a Demogorgon is playing games in it already? That's a success in my book. First up, Toad's Treasure Hunt, which I got for a whopping $70. So let's open the box and build it. The set comes with a cheap spinning trap, which you can farm coins with, Goomba that gives more coins, and it also comes with Toad and Toadette. Say hello. Hey! The goal is to find the hidden treasure before time runs out. But I want to expand the track even more with this Yoshi gift box set. It's got green Yoshi that does this when you step on it, this mole dude who looks very angry, and when I turn the lever here, it drops the fruit. It also has this spinning platform, and the nice touch is this fireplace and smoke coming out of the tree. Let's set the course and see how fast we can beat it. Let's do it! 3, 2, 1, go! He takes the bridge, then heads to the first hidden treasure. Then I move to the spinning platform. Let's not forget Toad and Toadette. Let's hit the cheap. Get the Goomba and receive the second treasure. Then let's grab the final treasure and move on to the Yoshi shop. Grab Yoshi, jump on the mole, turn him around. Final treasure, nice. Done! We've got 46 coins, nice. Next up, Spike's Cloud Top Challenge. It costs 70 bucks. Let's see what's inside. Boosh! It comes out already built. The set is so tall because of these amazing vines that look just like the ones in the game. The set comes with Big Spike. He launches the spiky log when you jump off this tile here. Then there's a Goomba? Get out of here. Koopa Troopa that moves side to side on this cool Technic part. We also got the Piranha Plant Seesaw to finish off the course, but we can make it more challenging by adding more enemies with this Fuzzy Flippers set. I'll quickly assemble it, and done. This one comes with 2 seesaws, which you use to flip the fuzzies over and defeat them. And it has an extra time block. Time to see how fast Mario can beat the level. So I set the course, and we are in position. 3, 2, 1, go. Mario dodges Big Spike's attack. Take that, Koopa. Next up, the Piranha Plant. Flips the fuzzies, great. Jump and flagpole. This was fun, and we got 44 coins, great. Up next, I picked up Dory's Beachfront and Sunken Shipwreck for $55. That's a deal, but first assemble them. The beachfront comes with this first edition Dory. You can't do much with her. My favorite feature on this one gotta be the green shell launcher. You bash Mario down on this tile and launch the shell across the set to defeat the Hucket Crab. But the shipwreck is next level because it comes with an upgraded Dory. You can move her neck and flippers. The seaweed and coral are nice features, but the most impressive feature that the set rotates like that. It even reveals a hidden treasure chest that Mario can find. We also got a giant spinning Cheep Chomp who looks very hungry. Now it's time to see how many coins we can get in 60 seconds. Place Mario at the start, and 3, 2, 1, let's go! Knock down Cheep, uncover treasure, grab the key, jumper over the wreck, grab the question mark, knock over the sandcastle, grab the first treasure, smash the carb, uncover the fountain, shake the tree, scan, hop onto Dory to the finish line, and done. Just made it with 48 coins. Yay! Let's take this Flipperous Snow Adventure set out of the freezer. After it's built, this is how it looks. The mouths on Freezy and the snowman are just hilarious. We got Flipperous here, and then you tap this tile and he launches ice blocks that Mario has to dodge to defeat him. Then there's this baby penguin. He's so cute, plus a little fire to warm up for a second. And the showman is actually a trap for Mario. Overall, it's a very creative set. Let's find out how many coins we can get. 3, 2, 1, go. Bash the lever. Freezy goes flying. Grab the fruit. Hop up to the ice, Koopa's flying, release the trap. Mario, watch out! By the skin of his teeth. Chill by the fire. Say hi to baby penguin. Dash to the finish line. Aw, 23 coins. Been better. And now for the Resner Knockdown. It contains this windmill which spins around to move the Resners and the question block, then smashes them up with this giant hammer thing. There's also this seesaw where you dodge the Growl to earn extra coins. It even comes with this terrified blue toad. The set also comes with a different start block where you race to spend 50 coins. So let's see if we can spend them all. 3, 2, 1, go! Hop over here, dodge the Growl, spin, spin, spin. There's a question box, let's grab it. Now let's jump over to rescue Toad. Now quickly to the hammer. Pull him back and smash. He takes a few hits. And done. Oh, what? Only 10 coins left? This next set has Spider. It's King Boo's Haunted Mansion. It costs like $75. So let's build it. That took a while, but this is it. The whole set can fold up and easier to carry it like that. And it's got, damn it! And it's got hidden features like this chair that Mario can ride to access the roof. And these purple roof tiles look so good. We also got a giant King Boo that moves like this with this piece. We also got a mini Boo who looks embarrassed for some reason. But if you step on him, you get a key, a Dry Bones, and Baby Yoshi. But let's raise the stakes by swapping the floor tiles for red ones. The floor is now lava. Okay, time to beat the course. 3, 2, 1, and go. Dodge the lava, use the sofa lift, bop the mini Boo, take the key, and open the chest.
Here we go!
Now the boss King Boo, and he's down. And done. OMG, only 21 coins? That's a bummer. Next up, the Bowser Express Train. This set is massive with 1,392 pieces. Here's Banana for scale. And it took me a whole 5 hours to build. This set came with so many characters. We've got Boom Boom spinning around on the train here, a Hammer Bro, and these Goombas having a tea party. There's also these Bitty Buds who go on this hand car. And the set is full of Technic pieces, so when you move it, the smoke goes up and down, Bowser spins around, and the Bitty Buds pump the cart. And my favorite feature is this cannon that obliterates the Boom Boom. This course is plenty dangerous. Let's see how fast we can beat it. Mario is at the start line. 3, 2, 1, shoot! Knock out the Bitty Buds. Ride the hand cart. Hammer Bro is out. Smash the Goomba's tea party. Nice. Let's shoot the cannon, and bam! Boom Boom defeated. Hit the side of the train to get the star. Flagpole, and done. 34 coins. Amazing. This set over here is Battle with Roy at Peach's Castle. It comes with Roy here, and he's riding the Chain Chomp. You've got these towers with red roof tile, and there's this new Princess Peach stained glass window piece. I also love the water fountain in the front, which has something hidden underneath it. We got a Happy Toad, and the entire set opens up like so. On the inside, we've got a piano with a code here, and Peach's throne. But the set has no Peach. To fix that, I also picked up this $60 Princess Peach starter set. Let's quickly assemble it, and we're done. It looks good. Now let's connect it all together. Awesome. All right, we've got Peach at the starting line, and here's Roy ready to fight.
Guys want to fight?
3, 2, 1, go! Knock out the lava bubble. Rescue Toad. Then over to the castle. Head inside, play some piano, chill on the throne for a sec. Knock over the fountain, grab the coin. Knock out Lakitu and take a ride on the cloud. There's Roy. Let's fight him. Now quick ride on the Chain Chomp, then over to the flagpole, and done. We got only 16 coins, but we beat Roy. Time for Diddy Kong's minecart ride. This set is huge, 1,157 pieces. We got Diddy Kong, who came with a new custom hat piece, and Funky Kong with some details like these printed glasses. For enemies, there's Snaggles and Mole Miner, who takes 3 hits to defeat. It also comes with this airplane and a balloon stand where you can get power-ups. We get a mining cart for riding the track to the finish line. This gives me an idea to race Peach against Mario. Let's see who can score the most coins. 3, 2, 1, go. Mario immediately takes the lead by hopping onto the airplane and scoring a bunch of coins. Then he greets Funky Kong, hops over to Diddy, and straight up smashes him out of the way. Triple hit on the mole miner, and he even got himself a fruit to eat along the way. Meanwhile, Peach calmly makes her way forward, greets Funky and Diddy, and heads to the minecart. Damn, girl. Just as Peach hits the mines, Mario breezes through the track, smashing the snaggles for even more coins. Then it's full speed ahead and onto the finish line for a score of 23 coins. With the course all clear of monsters, Peach makes her way towards the end of the course and only 6 coins? Looks like Mario takes the W. Mario's universe has a ton of characters throughout all the different games, but I want to make the main ones first. So I'm making Mario, Princess Peach, and of course, their mortal enemy Bowser. I gathered some bricks and spilled them on my table. He is a bigger character, so I'm building him out of bigger bricks to make him a proper size. And there, he's done. He has these sharp horns on his shell, arms that can move, and this cute tiny tail that wiggles. Next up, pretty Princess Peach. I have one here, but she looks more like a Mario Kart racer. So let's find her iconic pink dress first. I'll borrow this aristocrat minifigure's dress for it. Just need to remove the hair and replace her head with a better one. Then add white gloves for her. And finally, her beautiful blonde hair with the princess crown on top. Absolutely perfect. 2 of them are done. Now we need our hero, the one and only...
It's me, Mario.
So, let's pick a minifig to work on. And I think this one will be perfect because the outfit is almost identical. Next, let's switch his Mickey head to a normal one. And now let's steal him his iconic red hat by taking it from this guy and put it on. Great. Alright, now we need a mustache for our guy. And I found this mariachi minifigure musician that plays guitar. So I'll take it off him and put it on my Mario minifig. There, it just needs the last detail. So I'm painting letter M on his cap. He looks just like real Mario. Awesome! These guys turned out really cool. I love the details and how they look super accurate to the games and movies. Mario has been through so many transformations over the years, but there's something special about the original 2D classic Super Mario Bros. So let's try building it out of Lego. Since it's 2D, I don't think that building on my table is the best way, so I'll build it on my wall. So I moved the table, took down one of my pretty clouds, and stuck 2 blue base plates onto the wall like so. Good, now let's build a classic Mario level on them. First of all, let's put some dirt brick. We also have to build this level of ground that stretches through both of my base plates. I'm also putting my cloud back in the picture to give some decor. Now I cannot forget to add some boxes with question marks in there too. Classic. We also gotta have some golden coins for Mario to grab. Also, every Mario level must have these finishing stairs built in. Then I'll also add some background hills and plants or bushes. For the finish, I'll add a huge pipe at the end. To make this level a bit harder, let's spawn some enemies. Great, it's finished. I love how real it looks and how well it blends in with my cloudy decor. Now it's time to see if Mario will be able to complete this level. Okay, it was way too easy, so I want to upgrade it and make this level more intense. Let's build a boss level instead. First, I switched the background to a dark one, added some stone bricks, bridge, and Bowser as the final boss. Okay, it looks scarier for sure. Now let's see if Mario can beat this one too. If you pull this lever, the whole bridge collapses with whoever's standing on it. Bye-bye, Mr. Bowser. Lego's great because you can literally make anything you think of out of it. Even a piece of meat, which is not that delicious as might look. So I decided to organize my space with some functional Mario builds. The pipes in the Mario world look like the perfect shape for storing pencils. So the first thing I want to do is organize these. I'm going to start by building a base with some brown brick pieces and make it a nice rectangular shape. Next, I'll need some curved green pieces to build the pipes. I'll make 2 in different sizes, and done. But it's not looking like Super Mario yet. So next, I'll add in Bowser's castle and a flagpole with white checkpoint. I will also make an extra small 2D Mario with his mustache and pop him on the build for the finish. Absolutely amazing. Now I can put my brushes here, and I think I'll use the smaller one for my brick separators. Awesome. I actually love how it turned out. I'm so clumsy, I always lose my keys somewhere. So next, I'm building one of those question blocks, and I have this hook to hang my keys on it. For that, I'm gonna start by building a small yellow cube like the one in the game. Place a Lego coin inside and build the classic question marks. I'm attaching the hook to the block, and you can see some movable pieces inside. You'll see what it's doing in a second. Now just mount it to the wall and done. It already looks cool and realistic, an amazing decoration for the fans. But watch what happens when I actually hang the keys. Isn't that the cutest ever? I'm constantly losing my cable after charging my phone. So to fix that, let's take this classic Luigi minifig, stick him to a small brown base plate, and secure the whole thing to my table using gum. And there you have yourself one of the cutest cable holders ever. Great, now Luigi holds the unlimited power to my phone. The Mario Galaxy is unhinged. Touch a glowing star, invincible. Eat a suspicious plant, superpowers. And the angry little mushrooms walking around, they're called Goombas, and I'm gonna build one. First up, I'm grabbing every brown Lego piece I see around my house. Ugh, no, not this one, no. Anyways, let's start with his feet first. I'm using these black bricks for Goomba's shoes and connecting them to his legs one by one. For the body, I'll build 3 different pieces for it and stack them up on each other, starting with the base one. It's spinning like a Beyblade. So all these pieces together make a classic mushroom shape of a Goomba. I'll place these 2 big Lego eyes onto his face, and let's give him his big angry eyebrows, which are made from tiny Lego horns. Constant frown. And he looks exactly like Goomba would in real life. But let's be real, Goombas exist for one reason: getting absolutely flattened by Mario. What I haven't told you yet is that if you press him right on his head, he actually collapses down into a squished version with the whole build. Isn't that awesome? I feel like it's one of my favorites yet. I bet Goombas can't sleep at night knowing that Mario can unexpectedly jump on their head and ruin their day anytime. Piranha plants are an all-time Mario classic, so naturally that's what I decided to build next. Now Lego does have an official build for this, but to hell with that, because I'm building my own, so get ready for chaos. I'll start by building a mechanism that will allow my piranha plant to stretch and lift up from inside the pipe. Alright, I also took one of my mom's plants and brought it to my table for some building inspiration. Next, I'll build a green pipe in a nice round way using loads of little Lego bricks. So this is how it looks, and I think the inspiration helped me a lot. And it wasn't just because of the colors. It's because it's super cool and has this feature to lift up if you press these handles together with your fingers. It has super sharp teeth, a mouth that can be opened and chewed. The only thing is that it's very lazy. Sometimes it doesn't really work, but maybe she just needs some encouragement. So I went outside to search for something, and I found myself an apple. You know what they say, an apple a day keeps... Oh no, this has been used. Get out of here. What about a nice green lettuce? No? Maybe she wants some sugar. A donut. Here you go. Nah, no. Okay, I got it. She wants some meat, right? So I'll go to my fridge and take some delicious salami. Open it. Here it comes, Greenie. Hell yeah, it worked. My plant is no vegetarian, all right. Bob-ombs are super cute, though not really something you want to hang around for too long. And naturally, I want to build one, so I built this Lego Bob-omb. It's super small and cute, but that's the problem. He walks and spins if I make him. So let's go ahead and set this one for an explosion while I build something more clever. So I started building his legs using a battery that powers the whole lower body. And if you take this controller, you can make him move his legs. He's got some moves, I'll give him that. Now to turn it into Bob-omb. He should be big and round with little white eyes and fuse on his head. So I built a big black body for my mechanism. It really looks like him. So I mount the fuse and there it is. He looks awesome and he's walking. Maybe very slow and funny, but he walks. There's a lot of different maps and Mario levels, so let's see if he could walk on a grass. He's useless outside. What about walking on wood then? Put him down, and it's the same thing. Oh, he's exploding like a real bomb. Okay, last test is this short green wall to walk over. Bro's just kicking the wall, and down again he goes. He successfully failed all the challenges. Up next, we're building the iconic question block, so let's go. It has a few spots inside to store the power-ups, so you never know which one will pop up for you. But it really reminds me of a toaster in the way it works, so let's see if we can toast some bread in it. It actually worked! I cannot believe! Worked a bit too well though. Okay, now let's actually see what kind of power-ups we'll get from this question block. Hey, no way! It's the star! Let's activate it so it's all rainbow-like and everything. And in the games, the star makes Mario invincible. So let's test it out here. Heck yeah, bro became invincible. Now smash! Good job, dude. He's like a Superman. Okay, let's see what else have we got here. Oh yeah, a massive gold coin. Yeah, I'll take this myself, because it's not looking very good from all the constant Lego buying. Let's see the final one now. Oh, hey, it's a mushroom power-up, everyone. I'm so excited, I don't know who to test it on. Maybe this tiny Lego dog. Yeah, let's give it to him and see what happens. Whoa, that was unexpected. I'm just not sure what to do with him now. This next dude, Bullet Bill, is another classic from the Mario Galaxy. He's basically a missile with an angry face who flies out of nowhere and gets in your way. So because he is a bullet, I will use a bunch of black bricks to build his bullet-shaped body. Okay, so its nice body is done and reminds me of a barrel, so we still have a long way to go. And since he cannot go, we need to find and mount him some wheels on the bottom. Okay, I found this Lego car and called a professional to take care of it for me. Yes, sir. Damn, didn't know he was a Formula 1 mechanic. Let's put the 4 wheels on it. Then we have to do something about his eyes, because bro is blind. I will put on these fitting Lego eyes on his sides. Then, of course, take care of his hands as the final details by sticking 2 white fists to the body. He is done. Unfortunately, he's really slow for some reason, so I think I'll add a flame to the back of him for speed. Yeah, baby, it worked. He's looking like the real deal, and he seems to move smooth as hell. Yeah, goes like wind. Since it's a bullet, I wonder what would happen if I hit him with a Nerf one. Let's load and prepare it. Get ready, man. Alright, bro stood on his business, moved back like an inch. In the game, he's always smashing into things, so let's test if he can hit all of these Goombas standing together. 3, 2, 1, strike. Amazing. I wonder if they'd let me use him at the bowling alley. There's more than 130 different Mario Lego sets out there, but I managed to find the most clever one in the world. It's an expensive official Lego set called
Resner Knockdown.
It's this guy right here. So let's open it to see what's actually hiding inside. So this set actually consists of 4 different parts with their own little challenges that have to be completed. It has this big spinning wheel in the middle that looks like a windmill and has 2 Resners, a question block, oh, and a Toad character at the top. It's a blue one, and he's gonna help me later. There's also a Growl character in this set, which you need to avoid while jumping on the sides. There's also this big, strong hammer to knock off the Resners of their feet. Fantastic. But it says on the box, Lego Mario is not included in the set, and I don't know, psych, I got him anyway. He turns on from the back and uses the scanner at the bottom to operate around the course. Alright, now let's put him down at the start and see how well we can do this course. Yes, yes, there we go. Let's see what we get from the question block. It's a shroom. Let's knock this razor off with the big hammer. And if you jump on its head 5 times, they get squished and defeated. Hey, I did amazing actually. I'm gonna put in some time now because I want to go through it faster. On to the next clever build.